floor is yours.
Hey, man. Hey, Justin, congrats. Thank you for letting me get back on here, and congrats on such a successful clinic. Yeah, if you can call that. It's been 4 weeks, clinic. 7 weeks. Yeah. Hey, for free. How about that, coaches?
There you go. There you go.
Well, look, guys, this is my my Twitter handle, and it's also my email. So you guys, if when we get through, if you guys want to, message me on either one of those, feel free to do so. Be glad to help you out on anything we can on that. So with that said, and I'll pop that back up there at the end if anybody needs it. Please ask questions as we go. What I'm going to do today is from the spread offense. Now, obviously, we can if I can get out of this, Justin. From a spread offensive standpoint, it's kind of tough sometimes to get that ball in the red zone. We actually get in some power stuff.
If anything, Coach, maybe just stop the share real quick. It should just kind of minimize things.
There we go.
Just, yeah.
If we going right back to the whole deal, man. Here we go. Now we go.
There you go.
Now, hey, so I'm going to show you some spread stuff today in the red zone, and hopefully it'll help out, guys. So here we go. I'm going to start out with runs first. And again, please make sure you ask questions right here. Here's a deal where we knew they were going to, again, you got to decide, what are they going to do? Are they going to blitz you? Are they going to play their base? Anyway, well, this is when we had a running quarterback. Actually, it was my son. And we knew that we could line up in trips. And they were going to play some type of man. So we basically are running it's not a zone read. It's not a power read, but it's the same as power read. We're reading the defensive end right here. Okay. But our line is running inside zone. So if this end squeezes, obviously we're going to give it to the speed sweep, and we're going to be leading on the near backer and try to make this tackle safety. Each will have to make a tackle coming from up top. If you'll see both here in just a second, if the end runs up the field, and our quarterback is going to run inside zone right here. So you can see on this particular one, he's going to squeeze. We felt pretty good about him squeezing. We kind of get the edge right there, and we don't really just stay on a few blocks out there, but we get a nice 9-yard gain in the red zone right there on first down, which puts us in great shape to go ahead and stick it in right there. So all right, this is power read, and we're in an unbalanced formation. We got both our receivers on out here to the right. Okay. We got our receiver off to the left. We put our best, fastest, quickest slot receiver over here. And we're going to come in and run power read. We're running power, reading the defensive end. We got them out leveraged with 4 blockers to the play side right there. And we do a tremendous job of sealing it up and blocking it there and go ahead and get on in the end zone. Okay. Here's the zone read part of it again, the power read zone read right here, however you want to call it. But again, we're running into the boundary right here. You can see we reduced our splits just for this very reason. They love to come bring pressure off the edge and roll down when we brought our guy in motion. So you can see he does a good job of blocking that guy and taking care of him. So he takes care of him. We're still reading the defensive end. The defensive end is if he was running at or inside our quarterback we're gonna catch this ball and get 2 shuffles. He's at or inside the quarterback, we're gonna hand the ball off. If he's up to the outside of that, we're gonna keep it. And you can see if we'd have kept it, we got a nice hole right there to run on the inside zone right there off of it. One more time. Receiver didn't block nobody. He could have just been sitting on the. So this is this is pretty simple here, guys. But anyway, this is what we do. This is something I've run through the years. This is an old Urban Meyer play. We didn't do a very good job right here, but what we're doing is inside zoning to the left. Okay. You can run this without an H-back too. I wish I would have right here because this kid didn't do a good job because this kid's showing split zone. And we're going to try to reach this defensive end right here. This guy's going to push it up and crack the first thing inside. Okay. We're coming around for the, like it's zone dive option. And we're going to let this guy come back and we're going to run the reverse right here. Okay. So it's real easy for your line. They're just running inside zone. Really for your H-back, that's my H-back I got coming across right here in split zone. They kind of get vertical up the field right here at defensive end, so it makes it very difficult for us, and we don't do a very good job of it right here. But we kind of get a hold of him, but we do a great job. It's just a great job of sealing everything up inside. And our tackle, by the way, he is going to inside zone. Okay, he's going to inside zone right here and punch that guy, and then he's coming right down the line of scrimmage in case they're in kind of zone concept or whatever. He'll kick. So we're trying to get some kind of a crack and kick concept right here with this. And you can see it works out pretty good. Walk in. Right. It works really good when they squeeze the defensive end. This one's pretty tough. And this is why I say I wish I would have kind of went ahead and just put my H back here and let him maybe come across real quick and then and do a little bit better job on this guy right here. This new computer's killing me, guys. I'm sorry. Just hang with me. All right. So reverse, believe it or not, has worked really good on the goal line for us down here through the years. This is another situation. This team play is in a 6-1. They're going to be in a 5-2 or a 6-1. What we're going to try to do, we're going to run scout option here. We actually call it zone option. So with everybody in the gap, I'm just going to draw up the play side. Obviously, we're scooping on the back side. But with everybody in the gap, we're trying to reach over, okay, and really just combo this guy right here and seal the backer, okay. All right, we can either do that, or if we feel good about it, we'll just go ahead and arc for this guy right here, and then our quarterback's going to come and pitch off this guy right here. So you'll see that right here. So we got a 6-1 defense. Our center doesn't really do a great job getting over there, but we kind of get around him. But you can see everybody else does a really nice job of reaching it up. Our tackle arcs, seals the backer, and we do a good job right there and be able to get it in. So it's really good. We just basically tell our guys we're stretch blocking to the right and don't block the end man on the line of scrimmage. Stretch blocking to them and don't block the end man on the line of scrimmage. So if our tackle's not having a combo with the guard, we're going to go ahead and arc him. When we've had a running quarterback through the years, it's been a really good play. So, let's just say, we were getting some kind of 5-2 down here. So they didn't want to budge out of it. Same thing on the front side. Just being a defensive end or 3-4, they walk it down like this right here. Obviously, again, we're going to scoop on the backside. We're going to scoop up and seal the backside. But right here, again, we get a call where we're going to, we say Montana right here, which means we're really going to lead. This is an overhang player walk down right here. we're going to pitch off this guy. He becomes the new man line of scrimmage. So that means we would double combo to the play side backer right there. Again, just like we would stretch, we just don't block the overhang blitzer, and we'll go pitch off the blitzer. So that's kind of how we designed this right here with this 6-1. We trying to just treat it like a 4-3 with a Sam Woody blitz, a soft blitz right here. So we're kind of pitching off the Sam per se. Here's a little bit shorter, better look at it. We have done it through the years. If we felt like this was a problem, we could down block with these two. If we had a good pull in the center, we would pull him and block the Mike backer and still go pitch off this guy. So good play for you on goal line. You're expecting man, so okay. All right. Let's see. That's all our runs. Any questions on our runs?
Nothing right now, Coach. Yeah, guys, just drop them in the chat if you got any questions about any of the stuff, the runs, and obviously Coach about to get into the passes. So just drop them in the chat, and I'll communicate it with Coach.
All right, let's go to the pass routes. The first thing that I like to do down in the red zone, again, we're going to get. We're expecting, I'm trying to get something that's going to be able to be successful, like right here, especially at the plus 20, first and 10, second and 10 right here. We were expecting some type of pressure, but they still stay in their base, which is okay too. We're going to run the old. We like screen, is what I'm trying to say. So, this is the old Oklahoma shallow screen right here. So we're going to push this up. This back's going to seal the first thing in the box. They're getting vertical, and as soon as they figure out it's screen up there, they're going to stop block up top. Our receiver's coming right down the line of scrimmage. We're going to get some depth right here and just dump the ball to the guy. Nice, easy throw. And you can see right here we do a tremendous job blocking it up. We got everybody leveraged up really nice. We want to do it. We do want to do a good job. We kind of got away with this one right here. Our guy coming down the line of scrimmage. We want to be down the line of scrimmage. And when we get to the center, we kind of tell him to bow it a little bit back towards the line of scrimmage where we won't get called for a penalty or anything right there. But they didn't call this one. They did a good job talking to the referee before the play right here. See down here, you got to talk to the referee before the play right here. Make sure you talk him into it. See. So anyway, this is just a shallow screen, as we call it. It's a great counter to what we do vertically in the passing game, and also it's a great play here in the red zone. So we get a score off this right here on a nice little simple play. So same thing here.
Coach, got a question here for you.
Yes, sir.
In regards to one of the runs earlier, how do you coach up the motion on power read, and is it difficult to read the end when doing that?
Oh, it hadn't been for us. I've been doing it for 12 years now, but we just say we call that rip and Liz motion. One time we call rip and Liz motion. We come in full speed. We want the ball snapped. I'll tell you what. I'll go back right quick. We want the ball snapped when he is just outside. Let's see if he does it good right here. And he is just outside the tackle. First of all, you got to coach it up. This guy right here has got to be full speed, period. He can't be trying to time it up himself. The quarterback is the guy that's in charge of the timing. If it's off time, it's the quarterback's fault, period. The only way you can be at fault right here in the slot is you either drag butt around or don't go full speed. And right there. So that's kind of how we teach it. So we just work it real hard every day. We'd go through when we ran a lot of this stuff, we'd go through a 5-minute speed sweep period, speed sweep power read period, where we actually Timing it up, but also making sure everybody understand who's blocking who and all that kind of stuff. And we would have a coach there giving the quarterback a read off this. So it would take about 5 minutes to work this speed sweep series right here. Practice. But you can see he snouts the ball right. It's ball snout right there. So it's right outside the tackle, and that's right where we want it. Hope that answers your question. Okay, going back to the passes. Any questions on this route right here? I mean, everybody's really liking this, and we can run this out of any formation. I mean, if we were in empty right here and put our back out here, and let's say they were playing a lot of man down in that area, we could come out and block this guy, and then let this guy come across, and then we would seal it up like this. Okay, if we were in empty or any other way right there. But that's we would love to try to get somebody on the back side over here. Even in doubles, we'd have our tight end could come over here and he would block out for him, get him off the ball, come down the line of scrimmage, and we still sealing it with our back, our slot, and him. So there's our rule is the first guy backside gets the ball unless we tag somebody different.
Yeah, I was going to ask that, Coach, if you guys ran this out of any other different formations or personnel.
Yeah, and I tell you what we're going to do this year too, guys. We're going to put our back right here. Okay, we're going to push up and crack right here, and then we're going to take our back and push him up and bring him across, and then seal it up the same way to the same side right there. Just trying to get the ball to our back. We're going to have some little scat backs this year. It can do really well. We're trying to just get some depth right here, and we want to try to hit him as soon as he clears the tackle. If we have our cake and eat it too, and you can see he's throwing the ball about the time he clears the tackle. He could throw it a little bit sooner right here. Okay. All right, so I talked about we like screens down here. Again, this is a situation we knew we feel like we're going to get man, probably even pressure. And so we just throw a little speed sweep in it. There we are, snapping the ball just outside the hip of the tackle. Okay, and you can see we're just trying to get some eye candy right here, actually. And what we do on this, we're going to tell our tackle, our left side is going to stay in. We're screening to the right. Our right tackle is going to set. He's going to go be the kicker. He's going to set down the line and go kick. Our guard is going to set. He's going to run the alley. Our center is going to set, and he's going to go, and he's going to come and seal the box right here. So when you get man, sorry, I don't know why I'm clicking undo and it keeps doing this, guys. Let's get to it. It don't matter. You'll see. So you'll see us come on out here. We get a good job kicking it out. This guy should not be looking here. He should be up this alley right here. Our center's doing a great job sealing the box. And then we got a nice, easy walk in right there. Good job. We want to catch the ball at quarterback. 1, 2, 3. And get ready to get rid of the ball. And we like looking it off too. Look it off, come back to him. We're telling their guys out here out wide to get 3 quick steps. Get your chest down and pump your arms to act like you're going vertical. Okay? And then come straight back to the quarterback. Now, what we got to do, if this guy is pressing him right here, we got to do a great job trying to get him up in vertical and be physical. And I'll be honest with you, I tell him to push him and push him off to get that separation to come back. And then we time it up and get the kick out right there with our tackle. And, we work that hard every day in practice. We start practice with blitz pickup in the red zone. Every day we work blitz pickup in the red zone. So they get a good look at that just about every day on each side right there. Okay, so that's throwing it to that guy. All right, when we do it, all right, this is another one. We knew this team, but this particular year, when we got inside the 20, they were going to bring pressure. And so you can see, and especially on second down. So on second down right here, we're expecting pressure. We check it. Oh, yes, sir, they're coming. Here they go. So we're gonna call the screen right here to number 2 up top. So same deal. Tackle kind of gets caught up too long in there to where he didn't get out there. And our center didn't look back inside the seal, but they were bringing so much pressure, it really didn't matter. Quarterback does a good job of getting a little extra depth and delivering a good ball right there. So this particular time, we're flaring our back away, trying to get the backers to follow them out of the box. Sometimes we flash them across opposite, like we're running stretch or something the other way, and then come back and do it. We try to mix it up during the season. Honestly, we change it up about midway. But good, we love, it's a great opportunity when they're bringing, even if they're going to line up in a 7-man front, you don't have to block many people out there on the screen. All right, so let's go. The next one we like down here is mesh. And we like it we can run it out of either one, but we like it out of double. So we're trying to get a push in here and get a rub on that guy. We're trying to get this here with the mesh. Our back is running the wheel to the back pylon. And then this guy is running a post. So in the red zone, we tell him to get to the back and run the back of the end zone back there. So the quarterback's got to read hot first. We're running man slide protection right here, so we're not blocking this guy. So he's hot if he blitzes. So if he was to blitz, the back would get the ball now, okay? It would get the ball now. If he doesn't blitz, then our eyes are going to go to the corner. The corner is chasing this guy inside. We will throw the wheel. If he is back, we will read the mesh. And I'll talk to you about reading the mesh here in just a second. Let's just look at it right here. So let's go through it. So my first eyes, as soon as I catch the ball, is on the linebacker. Is he blitzing? No. So now my eyes go to the corner. You can see he's kind of hanging off, so he didn't really like the wheel. So now he's going to read it with the shallow coming across. So let's talk about the mesh part of it. All right? Once we decide that we're not going to throw the wheel route right here, in every one of our mesh concepts, we obviously have the mesh. We have somebody sitting in the middle. If we run it out of trips, I wish I had showed you a trip, but if we have one of trips, it'll be a dig coming from the field. But we always have this going on right here. 2 shallows and a dig or a sit-down curl like this one in the middle right here. So what we tell our quarterbacks is once we see that we're not going to throw the wheel, we're going to read the backers. If you'll read the backers, guys, these right backers can do one of 3 things. They're going to separate, and if they do, we're going to throw it in the middle. If they chase one side, if they chase this way, we're going to throw it to the mesh guy going to the field. And obviously, if they go opposite of that and chase to the field, we're going to throw it to the mesh guy coming to the boundary. So watch that as it unfolds right here. They're actually going to chase to the field. So you'll see we don't get the wheel. So look at both backers. They're chasing to the field. So we know right now, even though we get pressure, we know right now we need to do a good job of kicking out there. Left tackle and left guard. But anyway, we know right now, hey, the shallows that's coming from the field is open right there. So that's the way we read the mesh. We want to read the wheel to the mesh, and that's the way we teach the mesh. Okay.
Coach, question here. What is the depth of your mesh runners?
The guy on top is at 5. The guy on the bottom is at 4.5. I thought I had another mesh here, guys. What does that say? Oh, here it is again. Just it's not in the red zone, but I just wanted to show it to you. Yeah, we're expecting we like, man. We run this off of, if you've heard me or Weaver talk, this is one of our tempo plays. We'll line up in this formation and tempo this play. It's right now it's fast, so with a one-word call. So you can see right here, again, the corner is way off. We got a 3 linebacker set here. It's a little tricky for you quarterback here. So reading the mesh, but again, you can see they all flow to the field. The corner's bailing. We don't get the wheel. Now what the linebacker's doing? Well, you can see they're all flowing to the boundary. What are we going to do? Hit the guy to the field. And he's too deep, by the way. He screwed it up, but it worked out. All right, here it is out of a different formation down here out of trips. And I really like it. I really like this in the red zone because what we're doing right here is we're actually expanding. I see how I did it. Yeah, we're expanding. We're expanding this guy out inside of him and trying to rub the corner who's hopefully man-to-man on the outside guy right here, right? And then he's going to push it up and run the dig. This guy's going to buzz it up and come off his butt, and he's going to start the mesh. They'll run the mesh right here, okay? And then this guy's just going to come out in the flats right here, I believe. And then our back's still running, yeah, our back's still running the wheel. Again, right here on this particular deal, for the quarterback, it's no different. We're going to read hot first right here with this linebacker, okay? Are we getting any kind of pressure over there? That hot guy, we can see no safeties outside of him. He's on the corner, so we're not expecting outside pressure over there. So, again, no hot. He's not blitzing. Now what's the corner doing? He's way deep. We tell him, hey, if that guy's going to play way deep and sink way out of there like that, we got grass out there. Go ahead and give it to him. You can see it was enough, especially in this situation, for us to score. What we should do, though, what I want you to see is if it did work out, you can see they're in some kind of zone almost right here. But if they're in man, a lot of times we can get 5 coming across on there. Since they are in zone, though, you can see our dig is wide open in the back part of the end zone. He rubs it up, pushes it up in the dig right there. So, if we would not have thrown this, we'd have looked here, and we would have hit the touchdown right here, hopefully. Hopefully. So that's mesh out of doubles and trips that we showed you down there, okay? And you can see up top, we call it gas mesh. So they know that it's going to be a certain protection, and they're running a mesh out of doubles. Okay. All right, so let's go right here. All right, so now staying in the mesh family, okay? Again, expecting man-to-man down here. We call this double mesh. So now what we're doing right here is trying to get this guy and get the heck out of there. Double mesh, meaning we're running double shallows right here, and really we're trying to pick this linebacker. This guy is coming across on the shallow, and our back is going to go in the flats. So we're trying to really just go a 1-2 right here. Hit the back in the flats. If not, hopefully we got the good double rub on the to the backside. So we're teaching these guys right here to run through the backer, but also run through the corner as they come through. So they're kind of double picking is what we're saying. That's why we call it double mesh. So we're getting a rub on the backer and a rub on the backside corner, hopefully chasing with that guy. Cleaned it up right here. So let's watch it a little bit. So we got what we wanted. They actually brought pressure from that side. Do a good job picking it up, getting the ball out. we may have overdid the pick there a little bit, but I tell them I want that done. I want that done. Make the referee call it. We got all that crap running right in front of him. 3 guys meshing and crossing and this, all that stuff. Make him call the daggum pick. Because I need a big play at that time. Let's see if I can go back. This one again is not in the this one is not in the red zone, but again, we were expecting man at this time. Let me find it again, guys. My bad. I could have these guys things in order. Here we go. So same thing, same team actually, a big man-to-man team, and you can see us 3rd and 9 right here. So we're expecting pressure and man-to-man, and I think we do a pretty good job on this one. You can see we do a good job up front, double rubbing the backer, and we get a big play out of it. What we don't do a good job is 19 on our backside should be coming right up underneath all this stuff. So if this wouldn't have been open for some reason or another, if he'd have done a good job coming and rubbing right off this at 4.5, like we just talked about, Justin, and then he would have been open too. You can see he's confused. He's going over the top. What we always tell him is our boundary guy is always underneath. And so he should be underneath both of those right here, coming right here. But a good little double pick to the backer, double pick to corner. All right, so that's that. And all right, so here's one I have a little 2 tight end set down here. We call this bone, where we're just we run some split zone and some power and stuff like that out of it, double ISO. This particular one, we're going to run the slip play, what we call the slip, which means we're going to run zone, inside zone the right. We're going to read this guy right here. We're telling our quarterback, if you can pull the ball and throw it, pull it and throw it. If you can't, because the guy is in your face, hand the ball off. Okay, so what we're doing here is inside zone to the right up front. We're arcing and trying to clear the safety on this side where they won't spin down on us, hopefully. And then this back showing split zone. It's 8 and getting out into the flats right here. And then obviously we're pushing off and blocking out here. Okay. You can see that the end kind of squats, so that gives him time to pull it and throw it. We should throw it a little faster, but we didn't. And it worked out, but should have got it. Ball should be out like right now. Right now, the ball should be out. Simple. All right, here was the old throwback play. I know everybody sees this. And it turned into disaster for us, but I'm going to show it to you anyway because our quarterback didn't do what he's supposed to do. Okay, we're working sprint protection right here. This guy is clearing out on a shallow coming across. Okay, our tight end is going to show protection right here and then slip out the backside. Okay, he's going to slip out the backside. We're sprint protecting with our back. Okay, our quarterback is supposed to go deeper and wide and take 5 steps and then look to throw the football if he can. I mean, I know he could get pressured, but and if we get a good situation like we do here, we want to go 5 steps. And you watch, that's the difference in not executing the play. So let's just talk about it. Our tight ends, watch our tight end. He's going to block, show a good block right there, hopefully, and then just slip out the backside. You can see he's about to be wide open. The guy that's covering him is late. He's late right here. He's wide open. So all we got to do is let this guy clear, right? Well, the reason it's not open is because we don't let him clear because our quarterback gets a little skittish 1, 2, 3, he's going to try to throw it on his third step. If he'd have went 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now look, it would have cleared right there. So the corner made a heck of a play on it, though. Kind of cheating inside, but we just didn't give it time to clear right here. If we would have, it'd been a nice, easy throw for us right here. So, but that's how we designed it. It was there. Just quarterback got the heebie-jeebies. All right, let's see here. Well, I see we're almost done. Let's see what we got. All right, here's one we talked about in our RPO series. We're getting into the red zone here. Again, we're expecting man. So it's 1st and 10. So we felt like this team was either going to be in a cover 2 look or some type of 1 high or 0 high pressure. So what we did was run, we called an inside zone to the right. Hey, actually, we tugged our tackle, which means our guard and tackle on the backside switched it and blocked this way. But so what we're doing right here, and then so we're running slot fade. Since it's man, we're running slot fades right here. Okay. We felt like, man, if we could get a matchup 1-on-1 right here, we'd like to throw the slot fade. If not, we hand the ball off. So we're telling our quarterback, hey, if we get too high, hand the ball off. If we get 1 high, then tell the 1 high or 2 high, tell the running back to block, block, block. So he'll come right here. It basically turns into slide protection, and then we're going to throw the matchup. So with that said, we get the pressure, so he's just going to step back. And we throw a great ball, we run a great route, and the DB makes a great play. So we didn't score right here, but we got what we wanted, and we do it again, I promise you. And we, really actually in the next game we played these guys, we actually hit this for some big plays. We didn't do it in the red zone, but we hit them there. So anyway, and then at the same time we can do it out of trips. If you take this guy, put him right here, we run the same run, and we would just call, fade off of it. Now the number 3 guy's going to run the fade, and the number 1's going to run the fade, and these guys are just getting the heck out of the way. Okay, so same deal though. If we get any kind of 1 high pressure and cover 0, we're going to throw the matchup fade. If we don't, we'll tell the back to block, 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 and we'll hand the ball off. All right, here's one out of a 21 personnel, basically, or 12 personnel. We got 2 tight ends in there. So we got a tight end right, strong fullback right here. We're going to run power, okay? And one of the things we got power called. We got our best receiver. Every day we run 2-on-2 versus with our receivers, instead of 1-on-1. And we work against press coverage for most of that period. The other half we work on off coverage. On Wednesdays we come together and work in this area right here. Anything inside the 10. On Tuesdays you work it at the 25 to 30, and on Mondays we work it out about the 35 or 40. So we work it at all 3 areas, working 2-on-2. That way we can run our combinations and our true plays, and actually have the quarterback think about, okay, it's man, where's my matchup, and where am I throwing? This is pretty simple, though. It's an RPO. And what we've told him is if we get any kind of, this guy's 1-on-1 over here, we're throwing the outcut to him right now. If it's any kind of underneath player underneath him right there and they're playing a little soft, forget it. And then we can post-snap read the slant to the field and either throw that or hand the ball off. So we feel like we got a good power play. We got a good run play. We feel like we got 2 good man beaters potentially right here. And then so we feel like we got a really good play call right here. We probably need to do more of this, honestly. So with this said, he is pressed. The safety's down the box, and there's nobody look like he's going to undercut the out up there. So you can see we're going to catch it. We do a nice job being physical and leaning on him and sticking it right back out there and making a nice throw. And this is something we work on just about every day almost. We try to put them in these tough situations and press man and throw it. So that corner's going to Tulane. He's pretty good too. So you can see that we got that. If we would have posted out read to the field, we'd have been reading this guy. Okay, he's sticking his nose in the box, and we could have thrown the slant potentially right there. If not, we're running power up front, and it's a good thing we threw it because we didn't block us over. That nose was whipping us that night. So that just gives you some options right there. If you feel like you got a good receiver that can win in the red zone, and that's what we started doing. We just started putting our best guys. What routes can they win on in the red zone and put them in these situations right here? We actually played this exact same team this year, and he scored on this exact same play again, and he scored on the fade to the end zone right here. So, he was just really good, and he's long and can catch the ball and use his body well. He's actually a DB going to Florida International, but he was a really good receiver too. Just knew the game. So we try to put that guy matched up into in a good one-on-one situation right there. Guys, I think I've about got it. I've about got what I had to say, so I don't see many questions. Is there any questions, guys?
Yeah, guys, if you guys have any questions, man, just drop those in there. Let me see here. Yeah, we got the two that came in before. Coach, while they're doing that, you want to throw up your contact information quick again?
Yeah, if I can get it back up there. Let's see here.
There you go. So if you guys obviously have any questions, afterwards, or just want to chop it up a little bit, Coach's Twitter handles down there and his email. So y'all obviously can reach out to Coach and talk some ball and, get some good stuff from him. They do a lot of really good stuff offensively there. And obviously you saw it on tape here. So definitely appreciate Coach for coming in, man, and schooling us up a little bit on your red zone attack. Is there any questions before we wrap it up? I'll leave this up here for a minute. Let's see. Yeah, that downfield screen is something I really like.
Yeah.
You guys.
It was really good for us at the end of the year. We had some big plays off that. And so we're going to try to find different ways to get it to people this year,
Mm-hmm.
So it's just such a simple play. And, like we run the vertical stuff so much too. And it just, they're so worried about walling us off. So it's pretty easy seal blocks on there. And it's good stuff.
What's the quarterback's exact footwork on that?
We tell him on every one of those screens, the jailbreaks and that catch, 1, 2, 3, shuffle, ball. And sometimes it comes out before the shuffle if he gets pressure.
Right.
Well, that's what we're coaching him to do. 1, 2, 3, shuffle, ball. 1, 2, 3, shuffle, ball. And just try to find that window,
Yeah, finding different variations of that.
And I'll tell you another thing that overlooks on that in practice every day with our quarterbacks. You'd be surprised how many people can't throw that little dump pass right there. So we actually work on some things, some little drills where we just have them trying to throw touch passes over things, lobbing it over those things, acting like we got linemen in front of us. We also, one thing that really, we haven't been very good at the fade in the red zone. And so this year we put the old trash cans down there and we threw the old fade in the trash can, an age-old drill, but it makes them get touch on the ball and float it in there. And man, we were so much better at those type things this year, just with those little drills, about 5 to 10 minutes a day.
Coach, it was asked if you could pull that screen back up.
Pull the screen back up. Which one?
The one we were just discussing. The
screen, not screen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. My bad. Tell you what, I actually got that right here, so let me look at it. Here it is. I'll run through. Here it is. From again another one. You can see again they're worried about walling us off vertically. And look at their eyes. And so now we're doing a good job. We seal it with our back again, getting just outside us. The quarterback, good Lord, he didn't catch a snap. But anyway, yeah, that didn't work too good on his footwork. But anyway, you can see we did a good job sealing it up right here. So, hey, it's 2nd 15. We got a 12-yard gain right here. You saw us on the 21 earlier and scored. Let's see where we at. Here we go again. Here it is out of doubles. Okay. We're basically getting a 4.75 team right here, and they kind of rolled down to cover 3 right here, though. Bring a little pressure, which is really good. It helped us out. Back does a good day. That's a good coaching point. The back's got this guy in protection, but if he blitzes, we're going to let him go and seal the next guy. Quarterback's just got to get depth and don't let it happen. There's pretty good for the quarterback right there. Look, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, shuffle, and get the ball out. There's a 17-yard gain. So there's 3 I've showed you, 21, 17, and 12. Here's the one I showed you earlier. Here's the 21 one. Okay, and like I said, let's go back to the one in the doubles here. Let's say if we were getting pressed down on a lot right here and they're really jumping us, what we would do is take this guy out. We would squeeze our formation down a little bit. We'd squeeze this guy out, let him block the corner and let this guy run it. So, that way they wouldn't let you come across right there because they were down there in your face and stuff. That's another way to do it. And then, like I said, we can also take our back, and I would do it out of trips. But you can take your back and do whatever you want to, set him in here, and then let him come, let the back, and then let him come across too. So you can kind of get creative with that right there. But it's a really simple deal. Oklahoma runs piss out of it. And, hey, we thought we would put it in and do it. Any other questions?
I think we're good, Coach.
All right, man.
I think we're good.
Hey, well, thanks for having me on. I hope it helped.
Of course, man. Anytime.
I hope it helped. And like I say, you guys need anything, holler at us.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate all the coaches tuning in this morning. And Coach, obviously, once again, man, thank you for jumping on and helping us get better, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you having me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.